Welcome back, listeners, to another episode of Daily Fortnite, your daily podcast about Fortnite. I'm your host, Mikey, aka MikeDaddy, aka MagnificantMikie. Real quick, you can support a creator in Fortnite. I am one of the supporters, or one of the creators that you can support. Put in MikeDaddy, MMMikeDaddy, into your item shop, whether you're in Battle Royale or Save the World, and some of the proceeds are going to go my way from Fortnite. And then also I have an Amazon link, which is in the show notes and the show description. If you click on that Amazon link and shop over on Amazon, Amazon is going to pay me a little bit as well for you just shopping normally, no extra cost to you. All right, guys, let's get into the show. First thing up, I want to talk about the floating island, the cube, what's going on with that. So last night, the floating the runes, as I said, they came up out of the ground. They started floating. They looked like they were going towards the island. They reached the island. They started connecting to the island, giving the island some sort of power. They were connected to the island by like a purple beam was connected to the runes to the cube there. So that was pretty neat. So what actually happened today? The runes fell back down. They're back down on the ground. And the floating island is back on the move again. Now, let's see here. The cubes on top of the island that were in the house, they are huge now. They're pulsing like crazy and glowing as well. It's pretty amazing. It's on the move. Maybe back towards Leaky Lake, and maybe we're going to get a big change there. I know a lot of people have been speculating on what's going to happen. I can't wait to see what actually happens. If you guys have any ideas or any theories, go ahead and send them my way. I'd love to hear them all. Let's see here, guys. Let's go over a tip for this week. This is going to be super simple. Obviously, this is one that is just really easy to do for one of the weekly challenges, and that one is the dance on top of a clock tower. And there's only a clock tower at Tilted Towers, if you didn't know. So just go over to Tilted Towers when you begin the game. Just go over and just land on it, and then just do a dance, and boom, there you go. You have that challenge done. Now, what I really want to talk about today, what I'm really excited about, again, man, I am loving the Halloween themed outfits that we have been getting. Today we have some new Arachnid gear. Let's talk about it because I am loving it. We have the Arachnid outfit and the Spider Knight. They also, in that set, you can get the Hatchling glider and the Web Breaker harvesting tool. Both of those things are pretty dope. The Hatchling glider, it's pretty creepy. It's got like, it's a spider, and it's got like spider web wings, and when you glide around with it, the legs move around and stuff. Anyways, but yeah, I'm a big fan of both the Arachnid and the Spider Knight. I just really love the. I'm normally the guy who likes to play with the female outfits, but the Spider Knight, man, I love this one a lot. I love his helmet. I love his whole gear that he's wearing. I like the little dagger that he has on his side, and like the kind of the leather gear he's wearing around. Yeah, I just love it overall. And then for you podcast listeners, over in the daily items is the llama bell, the emote, let's see here, the dip emote. You have the recon specialist outfit, you have the assault trooper outfit, the prismatic glider, and the spiky harvesting tool. Again, those are pretty neat too, but man, over in the featured section, I am loving those. Those are actually in the store for 2 days, so if you don't have enough V-Bucks yet, hopefully you're going to have a chance to either, if you're close, maybe you'll earn some V-Bucks, whether it's in Save the World or Battle Royale, by getting some of the unlocking some of the tiers, or if you don't have the money right this second, you have a couple of days to maybe get the money if you're deciding that you want to buy that. And remember, you can put my name in that supported creator and when you're buying those. Let's see here. So that's the item shop. Oh, let me give you an update on my tournament, the Chronicles of Mikey trying to get in the practice tournament matches. As you know, I didn't get a chance to one of the days I just didn't have a chance because I didn't have time because of work. And then 2 days, there's 2 separate days where I could just not get in a match. One day I was trying it for about an hour and a half. By the time I got off work, I had an hour and a half to try to get in a match. Couldn't get in a single match. The other day, I tried for about 2 hours. Couldn't get myself in a single match. Today, by the time I got home and got off work, after getting off work, I had about a half hour to try to get in a match. And I got in 1 match. So that was exciting. I actually got in a match. I couldn't believe it. I still had a little bit of trouble getting in. I did get a matchmaking error message a couple of times, but then I got in one. And then after that match, there wasn't enough time to get into another one. But yeah, I was just glad I got in one. Tomorrow I am off about an hour before the tournament starts, so I'll be home before the last day of the practice tournament is going on. So I'm hoping that it's going to work for me and that I will be able to play all 3 hours and get myself the 20 points so I can unlock this shiny pin for getting 20 points. I feel like I should be able to do it based on my play the last couple of days. I've been playing pretty well. The match I got into today, I should have gotten a point. I totally messed up though, guys. And this is actually going to lead into the tip of the day. But so actually, what happened for me was I was battling somebody. I got an elimination, and then I started battling another guy. Had him eliminated, and then what the problem was? So we were already at the edge of the safe zone when the next circle started moving in. And so the circle started moving in, and I lost track of how many circles. I couldn't remember if it was the first circle or the second circle, and that makes a big difference on how much damage you're going to be taking. I picked up a med kit, so I had the med kit to take so that I could heal back up, and I should have been able to make it out. But I made a crucial mistake, and I waited too long to take it because it was the second circle, not the first one. So as soon as that second storm closed in, it started doing 2 damage per second instead of just the 1 damage. I thought it was going to be doing just 1 damage, and I would have had plenty of time. I still, there was like 0.7 seconds left for me to apply the med kit when I died. So I still almost made it, but if I would have been paying attention and I would have known, I would have been able to get that med kit applied. And I was actually pretty, at that point I maybe would have took another 20 damage getting out of the storm because I wasn't that far away from the edge to get back in there. But so that's actually going to lead to the tip of the day, and that's just paying attention to where you are in the game as far as safe zones and how much the safe zone or how much, make sure you know which storm circle it is and how much damage it's going to be doing. So let's just go over it real quick, just a refresher, so you know how much damage these are doing. So when the first storm starts moving in, it's going to do 1 damage per second. When the second circle starts closing in, it's going to do 1 damage per second, and this is where I messed up. As soon as that one closes, it's going to start doing 2 damage per second. So as soon as that one closes, it's going to start doing 2 damage per second, and that's where I messed up. If I would have been paying attention and would have known that it was the second one, I kind of lost track because the battles I got in were a little bit intense, and so I thought it was still the first circle. But anyways, yeah, it starts doing 2 damage there. And then the next one, it's going to start doing 5 damage per second. That's at safe zone 4. And then when the next one closes in, safe zone 5, it's going to start doing 7.5 damage per second. And then for circles 6, 7, 8, and 9, those are all the moving circles. It's going to do 10 damage per second for all of those. And so once you know that the storm circles starts moving, when you get to that stage, just know it does 10 damage per second. So you really need to not spend much time in the storm if you don't have to. Alrighty, guys, that is going to be the tip for the day, and that's going to be the show for the day. So if you want to go be a part of the community and continue the discussion, go join the Discord server Daily Fortnite. Follow me over on Twitch, and we'll hang out there. Subscribe to the YouTube channel would be lovely if you did that as well. head over to Apple Podcasts, iTunes, and rate, review, and subscribe. Again, if you leave a 5-star rating and a written review, you're going to get a shout out here on the show. So make sure you start flooding in and start giving those 5-star ratings and reviews. I think we're getting close to 200 written reviews here soon. So I'd love for you guys to start flooding those in again so that we can get up to 200 written reviews with the 5-star rating, of course. Alrighty, guys, that's it for today. See you tomorrow. Until then, have fun, be safe, and don't get lost in the storm.